GB Gaming. It's me, I'm back. Welcome back, friend, to KCD. Okay, so I actually want to get a lot done today, if possible. I'm going to try to stay as focused as possible because I want to get the Johanka's DLC done, Madonna of Sasau. I'm not too sure how much is left, but if we can finish that off today, that's the goal. That's the goal. We're going to finish that off today because I'm eager to get back to the main storyline as well. So we're going to focus on that. We also have a few other things for another side quest that requires Henry to get a few things done in Sasau, which is where he is right now. So time permitting, maybe we can also do that. I'm not too sure. First things first, though, Henry is filthy. So we're heading straight to the bathhouse. And he needs to get cleaned up, especially if he's going to be taking a pilgrimage, which I believe is the next step in this DLC. So let's see. Let's get him all cleaned up.
I'd like to order something.
Actually, he doesn't look that bad, does he?
What is it you'd like?
He doesn't look that bad. Did I already get him cleaned up? I don't think so. We're just going to do it again. We're just going to get him a bath and we'll wash all his clothes as well.
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
But of course. Money first, though.
All right, 10 groschen. That is not a problem.
Fine.
We're not even going to haggle.
Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
All right, we are good. Good to go. Okay. We will start heading back to the monastery. I'm not 100% sure what we have to do, so we're going to take a look at the quest as well once we get there. Thank you for joining me today, by the way, friend. If you're new to the channel, you are definitely welcome. And if you're a fan of RPG and open world games, then you're definitely in the right place because that's all we do around here. I love to roleplay as well, and I do that mainly with my Skyrim videos. So if you're also a fan of role-playing and a little storytelling, you might want to check those out too, but you're most welcome. Wait, why is he still showing that he's injured? Didn't she heal his wounds? Or did I pick the wrong package? It's supposed to be everything. Heal wounds, bath, and garments. Might have to take a potion of marigold then. Marigold decoction. Let us look at the quest so we can see what is up next. Okay, so first we have the Madonna of Sasau, which is the main quest. And then the Wicket Gate is like the side quest to the main quest, I guess. So we have to undertake the pilgrimage. I talked to Johanka and she gave me quite a telling. She gave me quite a telling off about my deeds. Did she ever? Like, she was so judgmental. She wants me to go on a pilgrimage of penance to the Marian Church in Ushitz and pray for forgiveness for my sins. Johanka is right. I have a thing or two on my conscience and I should do as she says. I don't 100% agree with this, to be honest with you. I don't think Johanka's right, and I think if she should also take the pilgrimage, like, if anyone needs to take a pilgrimage, she does as well. And I don't really think it's fair for her to be judging Henry so harshly, especially after everything he's doing for her, but so be it. So it says, Johanka said to relieve the burden on my soul on the way to Ushitz, I should stop off and pray at the sacred sites I pass on the way, which are the shrines, I'm guessing? At least one for each of my sins. How many sins does he have? Is it really necessary? Yeah, that's my question. Is it? Once I arrive to Ushitz, I should go to the Marian Church and pray to the Virgin Mary in front of her picture on one of the walls. So going to the sacred sites to do penance is optional. So I guess it's something you don't have to do, but everything else looks like Henry has to do. We have to get Henry to do. He's also supposed to apparently strip and just wear a piece of clothing that she gave him. This, the penitent robe. This is what she wants him to wear. I don't think this thing offers any armor. None. Like, it's just like one. Armor rating, a defense rating of 1? Is that what it says? Stab defense, slash defense, and blunt defense, all a rating of 1. Oh my gosh. Jeremiah 4:8. So put on the sackcloth, lament and wail, for the fierce anger of the Lord has not turned away from us. Okay, just for fun, let's just see what this looks like with everything else taken off of Henry. I'm curious to see how this looks. We'll keep that on. So if we take off all his armor, I mean, we can't send the man barefoot, that's for sure. But this is all he's supposed to wear, and he's supposed to walk, by the way. She said he's not supposed to take his horse either. If I put on the heavy gambeson, does that go over or under? I think it goes under, doesn't it? Well, he's gonna at least keep that on. At least! He needs something! Let's take a look. Like, how far is Ushitz from Sasau? What is this? Go to the pilgrimage. Oh, this is where he has to start? Oh, and this is the route he's supposed to take. Oh, so it's showing the route. Okay, so he's supposed to go... This is a really long way. What is going on? What? No, there's no way. We're not going by foot. I'm not doing this by foot. That is way too long. We'll do it, but Henry's taking his horse. I don't care. He is taking his horse. Mud could come with us too. Definitely. Okay, what time is it? It's early morning, which is good. If we're in luck, we can get Henry to Ushitz before nightfall. As long as we go with Al. If he goes by foot, like, this is going to take forever. That's why she said, I'll see you in a week. I was curious. I was like, why would we need that long? But yeah, if he's going by foot, I could see that journey taking a couple days. Definitely. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where the starting point is. I think it's this way. Is it right here? Let's just check the map quickly. Yes, okay. We are at the starting point of this pilgrimage. I also wanted him to take a marigold decoction. I think we have quite a few of those. Yes, we do. We've got 26. Okay. Take that, Henry. So you can heal up before we begin our journey. Is it working? Is he healing? I think he is. Yeah, he's healing up a bit. Okay. Well, I don't know how exciting this is going to be, friend. And I feel like we're going to meet some trouble along the way. Might as well get him to do some herb gathering along the way. He can use this as a little bit of a journey to gather herbs and collect things as we go. Who knows? Maybe we'll come across some other interesting sites. That'd be kind of cool if we did. Oh, marigold. Very nice. And we might as well stop. So when we come by a shrine, we will stop and see what happens. Because I'm actually kind of curious. Curious to see what happens. Is this our first shrine? What is this? Oh, it is. So we can... Okay, so we pray. Oh, he's actually going to get down on one knee? That's kind of neat, actually. I wish we could see him.
Lord Jesus, forgive me for stealing and behaving like a sinful thief. I'm ashamed of myself, and I won't do it again. From now on,
yes, you will, Henry.
I'll be honest and honourable. Amen.
No, No, I can't guarantee that. Sorry, Henry. We will most definitely steal again. Okay, read. Memento Moria. Okay. Okay, well that animation's kind of neat. Now the road splits. Which way am I supposed to go? We take this one. So I wonder what happens if we don't stop. Like, does that affect the outcome of this quest? I am really curious. And what if he doesn't put on the robes? Is that also a problem? I think this is another shrine. Hopefully he doesn't get attacked while he's praying at one of these shrines. We're gonna have to be careful with that. What are you gonna pray for this time, Henry?
God Almighty, have mercy on me, and forgive me for committing the terrible sin of taking a life.
But you had no choice.
And let me find peace. I beg you. Amen.
Okay, fine. Taking a life, I can see how that would be really traumatizing. But, I mean, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Because if it comes down to them or us, Henry, I'm definitely picking us every time. I wonder what Johanka's going to do when she finds out, or if she finds out that we took our horse. Is she going to tell us it doesn't count? That's too bad, Johanka. I'm actually really nervous traveling like this because he has no armor on. I'm really nervous about this. Because, I mean, honestly, this is the perfect time for Henry to just be ambushed. Oh, oh boy, there's a shrine. I don't like this location at all. At all. This is shrine number 3. Mutt, be quiet. I don't want people to know we're here. Oh, we can only read it, though. We can't pray? What if I go on the other side? I can only read this one. Okay. That's fine. Do I keep going straight? Yeah, I think I have to take the road that keeps going straight. According to the map. What's this? Interesting sight? It's an interesting sight. No, it's an accident. Okay, there might be something here. Oh, what was that? Saw something. What was that? Oh, just a dandelion. I don't think there's anything to collect here. Okay, this road obviously leads somewhere, but, oh my gosh, there's blood! Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay, I want to go check this out. I'm sorry, though. I'm not sending Henry without any armor on to go see this. I mean, there's blood. What's this? Oh, the blood leads this way? Yeah, there's more blood right here. Okay, Henry. Get your weapon out, buddy. This is not looking good. More blood. Oh my gosh, we found it. We found the main accident. Oh. I think what happened is he got into the accident and then he was trying to drag himself to his hiding, his stash here. Oh my gosh, he has a bunch of potions! And Grushin. Poor soul. I wonder if he was a bandit. He might have been a bandit. Wow. We can't search him, though. Well, that's really unfortunate. I almost missed the trail of blood, too. I almost missed that. So yeah, he must have had this accident and then dragged himself all the way over there. Okay, we're back on track then. Let's continue. I have also changed Henry's clothes, and I put his pilgrimage clothing back on. Oops. A little bit of a rocky road here. I'll just let Al do his thing. I'll let Al take control. I think we're going the right way, so let's just continue down this road. No, this way, Al. This way, buddy. I think. Or do I go down there now? Do I go straight or turn? Okay, I have to constantly keep checking the map. We go straight. So I still have the goal of finishing the main storyline of this game before the second one is released. I know the release date has been pushed ahead, actually, so it's coming out earlier than it was originally supposed to. That puts a little bit of pressure on. A little bit of pressure, I'm not going to lie. Definitely feeling the pressure. Oh, we pray here? Still think we can get it done. I'm going to put a big push in over the holidays. And I'm going to see how many episodes I can... Mutt, please move. I'm going to see how many episodes I can get done during the holidays. It's an interesting site. Oh. That's kind of cool. That looks like a tombstone. So yeah, during the holidays, I'm going to film as many episodes as possible. Mainly sticking to the main storyline. I also wonder, can I do the main storyline and then come back and do some of the DLCs afterwards? Not DLCs, but some of the... Can I turn here? Like, if I do the main storyline, can I then come back and do some of the side quests after? Let me know in the comments. Because that might be what I have to do. What the heck? I think this is Mehayed. And I know that's not ideal. Not ideal to come back and do the side quests once you're done the main storyline, but I definitely don't want to start the new game without having finished the main storyline of this one. And I've purposefully kept away. I haven't even looked at all the trailers for it. Because I don't want any spoilers. How come I can't pray anymore? Are we done? Are we done praying? Maybe Henry feels like he's already prayed for all his sins. He's good. He's good now. Can we just talk about how ridiculous it is that Johanka wanted us to walk this? Sometimes I wonder what is wrong with that girl. And I know that's probably how it was done back in the day. Pilgrimage, you walked, right? Because it's probably about, part of it's probably about the suffering of it and the intensity of it. Where's the shrine? Oh, here it is. That's part of it, the walking. I don't care. Not right now. Okay, we can pray here. Here we go.
My, this one has seen better days. I ought to tell someone about it.
Tell who?
Now, Almighty God, please grant us peace, that we may rebuild this little shrine. And maybe Skalitz too. Amen.
Oh, yes, Skalitz, for sure. So Henry wants us to find a way to help rebuild this shrine, huh? William, Saccharin, Vane Fox, and who? Urikim. Okay. He's also carrying too much, so let me move some things over to our best friend Al. All right, we're better now. He's much better now. No time to go visit Lady Stephanie.
pray for Ma and Pa. Mary,
Yes!
Holy
That's a
Mother
good
of
one.
God, please intercede for my parents. They never did anything wicked. Pray that their
Aww.
souls may find peace in God's kingdom. Amen.
You see, this is actually really good for Henry. Really good for Henry. I think this is helping him, like, deal with the pain of everything and the trauma of everything. And amongst all this war and bloodshed, bring back some of his humanity, you know? Oh, this might be something right here. Right here. And if it is, it might be our last one. Oh, we could just read it. Oh, I can pray. It says pray. Why did it say pray when I touched Al's buttocks?
Lord Jesus, I often drank and indulged more than I should have. Please help me overcome my intemperance. Amen.
Ah! Don't worry about that one, Henry. You're a young lad. You have to have a good time sometimes, my boy. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's make it. Let's make it to the end. I think we're in Ushitz. We have arrived. Yes.
Apples,
Okay, where to? Where to?
melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the fields.
Ah, we're heading straight to the church to pray to Mary. Oh, it's our friend, our best drinking buddy, friend, priest. Oh, I just parked right on top of the graveyards. Might as well say hello to him since we're here. Wonder if he's gonna ask what we're doing. Father Godwin, good to see ya. Have any work? No, we're not here for that. Sorry.
Good luck then.
Now that Henry's here, what do we do now? Pray to Our Lady in the Ushitz Church. So I think that's all we have left to do. Let's head inside. Why are there so many guards in here? Okay. Where's the statue? I'm assuming it's a statue? Oh, we pray right here. Okay. Yes.
So, I made it this far.
Oh, the
Ave
painting.
Maria, gratia plena. I don't know the rest in Latin. But she'll understand my native tongue too, won't she? Holy
Of course.
Mary, Queen of Heaven, merciful Mother, just Virgin, loving, yes, loving and forgiving. Please look down on me and hear me, a great sinner. I want to say
You're
sorry.
not that great of a
repent,
sinner, Henry.
to do penance.
So hard on
for-
yourself.
For being such a villain and for
Oh
all the
my
terrible things I
gosh!
did.
You're not a villain! Why is he being so hard? I repent of my sins. I'm sorry, but I'm not the only sinner. I'm sorry for it, but I was in torment. Yeah, let's go with that.
I killed a man. It's true. Runt. He was a murderer and a criminal, and he deserved to die. But
Yeah.
the sin burdens my soul.
Fair.
Please look
That's
down
fair.
on me and grant me mercy. I have been sorely tried. I lost my parents. My hometown was razed to the ground.
Yeah.
Fate has not been as kind to me as to others.
Give this man a break. I killed others too. I lied and stole. I mean, he kind of did both. Let's go with I killed others too.
And I killed other people too. Oh, merciful Mother of God. Sometimes righteously, sometimes I had to, but sometimes I was simply overcome by anger and... Please forgive me. And I did all sorts of wicked deeds. I
Like?
lied and stole and behaved like a villain and a thug. I'm truly sorry for my deeds.
What?
And I promise I won't
Like,
do them again.
barely?
And I'll make a donation to the church to make amends for everything.
We will.
Well, as I said, I have sinned. But at heart, I'm not a bad person. I know I failed in some of the trials you sent me, but please, give me a chance to make amends. I beg your forgiveness, Almighty
Are his
God.
prayers going to be answered?
Please forgive a humble sinner, as Jesus Christ forgave those who nailed him to the cross.
Pray for the souls of your parents. Pray for peace in the land. Pray for king and country. That's all I want to say. No, he's going to pray for the soul of his parents for sure.
Mother of God, intercede with God for the souls of my parents, and let them find mercy in the kingdom of heaven. They were honest people, who didn't deserve what happened to them. And I promise I'll be virtuous, the most virtuous of men, so as not to bring shame to their memory. Amen.
Okay, that was nice. Oh, 3 hours. You're praying for forgiveness? We're praying for 3 hours? Wow. Okay. I didn't realize Henry was that religious. Okay. You learned pilgrimage. Okay. Make a donation to the Ushit's church. Fine. Visit the sacred sites and do penance for your... We did! What do you mean objectives failed? We stopped at everyone that we saw. Some of them wouldn't allow me to pray. That's not my fault. Objective failed. What do I even stop for then? How much are we supposed to donate? 158 groschen? That's fine. Okay, so now what? What's next? What do we do? Do we just return to Sasau? I'm actually kind of really annoyed that we failed praying to the shrines because we did not. You know what I think Henry's going to do? After that long pilgrimage, he's tired. I think he's just going to rest up here in Ushitz for the night. Get a room at the inn right here. And then we'll head back to Sasau in the morning. But let's just let Henry get some sleep. Rest up. He just reached a new level in herbalism. I forgot he had that perk that when he sleeps, whatever book he's been reading, he increases his skill. Who's this? Nobody told us we'd be sharing a room with a complete stranger. He could have attacked us while we were sleeping. All right. Well, I think it's time that Henry take these pilgrimage clothing off and put his armor back on. Good morning. Is there somewhere like he can wash up before he heads out? I don't see anywhere. Ah, right here. Here we go. Oh, we won't get any cleaner? Oh, so he's already pretty clean then. I figured after that journey he might have been a bit dirty, but no, he's good. He's good to go. I mean, his clothes are filthy, but whatever. Yes! Feels like a night again. Okay. Where to? What's next? Why is it still telling me I need to make a donation? I already did that. I didn't make the... I gave 158 groschen. It wants me to make another donation to the church before I can complete the quest, okay? How How much does it want us to make this time? Like, I gave 158 groschen here the night before. But that didn't complete it. So where do I go to give this donation? Let's just go up. Go up and see. Oh, I think we have to go in here. What? Is this not where I need to go? Do I go up? Use the ladder? Oh, I think I need to speak directly to him, to the priest. To Father Godwin. Oh, then why did I give 158 groschen the night before?
I want to make a donation to the church as a token of repentance for the things I did wrong.
How much? 600? Oh my gosh. You know what? I remember from the last quest, Bonum Commune or something like that. We took the money by accident instead of giving it to a common good. So we'll just say that we're recycling that money. This is his way of finally putting the money to good use. Fine.
Here you are.
And I gladly accept your offering, my son.
I'm sure you
I'll
do.
pray for your forgiveness. But I'm curious. How
You're
come
what
you
to
got
talk.
so devout all of a sudden? Has something happened?
Johanka sent me to do penance to the Virgin Mary and make a donation to her church.
Johanka?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Father. It's a long story.
Not to worry, lad. I had to listen to a lot of long stories at the university in Prague. Each of the masters tried to speak longer than the others so as not to appear less learned. I can handle it, believe me.
Okay. Confess everything? Keep it short? Oh, man. Well, we're here. We might as well just let it all go. Let it all go, Henry!
All right. If you like. Johanka is a girl from Skalitz. I've known her since, well, all my life. But recently, some, peculiar things have been going on.
Haven't they everywhere? These are dark times.
No, wait though. This is something different. The
And he
Virgin
kind of
Mary has been appearing
Has a
to
relationship
Johanka.
with this priest,
What?
so he would.
Are you serious?
Yes. Our
You shocked
Lady
by that?
visits her in her dreams and shows her... well, I don't know what. Johanka says the Virgin tells her some words of wisdom and wants her to pass them on to the people.
Good lord. What does she show her? Tell me.
Oh. About the first sermon? About the second sermon? Okay, we'll go in order, I guess. Let's talk about the first one.
Well, once she preached to the people about how we were all sinners and must repent. Otherwise, beasts of hell would come for us and rip us to pieces.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Something like that. But if we're virtuous,
Making
Our
her sound
Lady
crazy.
will drive the beasts away and save us. Of course, when Johanka speaks, it sounds a lot better, really. She speaks
Sounds terrifying when she speaks.
completely differently than she usually does.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
Well, like some kind of angel.
Damn.
Angel?
That sounds very, I don't know, Henry. You wouldn't be
Oh.
making it up by any chance.
Why would we do that? We didn't believe it at first either.
Couldn't believe it myself at the start.
And now you do?
Oh, do we? We're not sure.
I'm not really sure, to tell the truth.
I see. Well, that is really extraordinary. And what do
That
the
it
people
is.
think of all this?
They listen to her. Some people, they listen and want to repent. There are some problems with that. No, some people are listening.
Well, the people of Sasau go to listen to her. Well, some of them.
That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. The masters of Prague ought to hear this. Some
Really?
might even agree.
The
And
Masters
what
of
about you,
Prague.
Henry? What do you think of it?
It's nonsense. I don't know what to make of it. I believe it. We don't know. We honestly don't know.
Me? I really don't know what to make of it. But Johanka would never lie.
There you go.
What do you think? You're a learned man.
He
hard
trusts
to
in his
say.
friend.
Maybe I should go to Sasau and see for myself.
Yes!
Thank you for telling me, lad.
Come with us.
One thing is certain, though. There are interesting times ahead. That you can be sure of.
Interesting times. More interesting than now, if you say so, for better or worse. Let's go with more interesting than now.
More interesting than now. Don't know if I'll be able to handle that. Anyway, I should get back to Johanka. I shouldn't keep her waiting. God be with you, Father.
Wait a moment. You came here the whole way from Sasau on foot?
Nope. I travel all over the province. I went as a penitent. What do we do? Lie? You know what? Henry's trying to start over here, so no, we'll say we're not going to lie.
That's right, Father. Path or no path, over hill and vale, trudging my weary way.
Ah, then may God watch over you and lighten your load. God be with you.
We didn't go by foot, though. Okay, now it's complete. Okay, game saved. Quest complete. Wicket Gate is done too. Sorry, Father, but we're going to have to step over you here. And now we got to get ourselves back to Johanka. Okay, let's get out of here. All right. Henry has made it back to the monastery safe and sound. Before we go talk to Johanka, though, I just want to see what the updated quest is saying now. It says, I ought to go and see how Johanka is doing. I'm sure she'll be glad to hear I've done penance for my sins. Go back to Johanka. Okay. Simple enough. And that's exactly what we'll do. Oh, who's that? Find out what happened to Johanka? What?
What are you snooping around here for?
What?
Clear off.
Where is she? We're not snooping around here. We're here to see Johanka. Who are you? A guard. Where's Johanka?
Where's Johanka?
Where is she?
She's locked up at the rat house.
What?
Orders of the bishop.
Locked up?
Why?
For heretical speeches. Run along now.
What?
If you want to chat about it,
Oh,
go
no.
and talk to that monk who smells like an apothecary shop. He's in a flat.
Which one is that?
God be with you.
Go speak to who? Can we... excuse us. Can we go inside our house? Any clues or anything we can look for in here? They locked her up? Let me just close this door real quick. I want to see what she has in her trunk. Is there anything useful in here? Oh no, we don't want to rob.
What the hell was that?
Nothing! Leave us be. Okay, who do we have to talk to? A smelly monk? He's over here somewhere. Is that him? I think this is him. Brother Elias, are you the one that stinks? Who are you?
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
Elias. Okay. What do you do here?
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Where's Johanka? How long have you been helping?
How long have you been helping here?
I don't know if this is who we're supposed to talk to,
Since
though.
before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
Is this the first time we're meeting him?
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Okay.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse.
Oh,
Sometimes I have to hold a patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't think we were supposed to talk to you, though. You're not who we're looking for.
May the Lord watch over you.
Where's who we're looking for? Is that who we're looking for? What in the world is going on? Oh. Let's go talk to Adela. Maybe she can tell us something.
And what did Betty have to say?
Adela!
She's well pleased, as you can imagine. Even more when I
Can we
told
not speak to
Tanya
her?
take everything she makes.
That's great.
Oh no. Says find out what's happened to Johanka. I can't find Johanka anywhere. I must find out what happened to her. Where do I have to go for that? Okay, there's some more monks in here. Are one of them who I have to talk to? Inquisitor.
Sir, I am...
Henry of Skalitz.
Oh, it must be him.
From the garrison of the Royal Hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla. I've heard a lot about you, my son.
Have you now?
Pleased to meet you.
Good. Then you'll work with us. We want to know where Johanka is. Okay, let's start with how come you're interested in me.
Bishop Yaroslav.
Maybe we can win his favor.
Sir,
See? Reputation gained.
my lord, to what do I owe your interest in my humble self?
I was told you survived the massacre in Skalitz and warned the Townburg garrison.
That's
you
correct.
tracked down the raiders of a stud farm in Neuhof, wasn't it?
We did. Yep.
Their hideout in the woods. And then you led Sir Radzig and his armed company there and joined bravely in the skirmish.
Yeah.
You killed their notorious leader by your own hand.
We're kind of a
I
big deal.
believe you have many other deeds to your name. That's quite remarkable, considering your age, is it not?
It is. We are quite remarkable. You're right. You're too kind. I do my best. We do our best.
I had some unsettled accounts to deal with,
What?
and I still do.
That's not the way I was going to go with it.
You're clearly not lacking in determination. A word of caution, though. Fervor can easily lead to recklessness. Nevertheless, I assume you came on account of Johanka.
Yes.
Then tell me what's on your mind.
First of all, where is she? How did you find out about Johanka? Why did you have her imprisoned? What will happen to Johanka? Why is she imprisoned?
Why did you have her imprisoned?
Because she broke the promise she made to me and persisted in actions that bear the signs of heresy.
A promise? What promise?
How did you find out about Johanka?
Word came to me of what was happening here. That some young girl was claiming to speak for the Blessed Virgin. I traveled here immediately, as my duty demanded, and observed events in Sasau incognito, in order to examine the matter at first hand.
Oh, okay. So he's been spying on her. Okay, well, what now?
And what will happen to Johanka now?
I must weigh the gravity of her transgressions and investigate these alleged visions of hers. I consider it very improbable that she is indeed being visited by the Blessed Virgin. Nevertheless, I cannot at this time rule it out entirely.
Exactly. You have to give it a chance. So what does this mean? That would mean she's innocent. You decide just like that. When will you decide? Well, if he can't rule it out, I guess that would mean she's innocent.
So you think it could be true? In that case, Johanka hasn't done anything wrong.
It's
Exactly.
not that straightforward. Even if her visions were real, she was at fault for interpreting them as she saw fit and preaching to the people.
But that was the whole point. Mary gave her the visions so that she could interpret them. So when are you going to decide?
When will you decide, Monsignor?
As soon as I am fully informed of the facts. Although it seems the matter is a little more complicated than I first thought.
What
I will
facts?
call Johanka and
Facts
the
is he
witnesses.
looking for?
Question them.
What
And then
witnesses?
pronounce a verdict.
Who are the witnesses? Are you planning to burn her at the stake? What? Will anyone defend her? Burn her at the stake? Could she actually be burned at the stake for this?
And will there be anyone there to defend Johanka?
Do you doubt my judgment?
I would never be so bold, sir. But surely it would be only just that someone should speak for Johanka about all her good deeds and so forth.
Exactly.
Naturally, I will also question those who would speak in her defense. Since you are interceding, I expect you have someone in mind?
Yes.
Who?
Actually, me.
As I surmised.
Okay.
But this matter does not directly concern you. Why should I allow you to appear before the court?
Because we've been by her side every step of the way so far. Okay, what are our choices here? We have to make a smart choice. I represent Sir Radzig. It's my Christian duty. Okay. This one we have 18 points. And he has 14. And this one we match him. Let's try this one.
Johanka is my neighbour, and I have a Christian duty to come to her aid. I can't just stand by and do nothing.
I have to congratulate you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Your concern seems sincere, so I will grant your request.
Oh, thank
Very
goodness.
well. You will defend Johanka. You may speak in her defense if you so wish. You may also bring witnesses.
Good. We can bring
I will
witnesses?
question
Okay,
any
good.
such witnesses, and naturally I shall question Johanka too.
Thank
Okay.
you, Monsignor. In that case, I'll need to speak to Johanka first.
That won't be possible. It's
Why
forbidden
not?
by the Inquisition procedure. Until
That's
the
not fair.
entire matter is resolved, Johanka can speak only to me and no one else.
Wow. I must speak to her. Say nothing. Oh, shit. What do I do? I don't want to mess things up. I must speak to her.
But I have to talk to her. How can I defend her otherwise?
No, you are strictly forbidden to speak with her.
Dang it!
I have already conceded to something that is quite beyond normal practice.
Fine.
Bear that in mind. I would like to expedite the matter. The trial will take place in Sasau Church in 3 days' time at the latest.
3
Come and let me
days?
know when you're ready to proceed. In the meantime, I will continue my investigation.
Very well, Monsignor. I had better get on with it then, sir.
What do we have to do?
Farewell.
Before you go, you know Johanka longer than anyone else. You spent a lot of time with her, as I've discovered. Tell me, my son, truthfully,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of this whole affair?
Oh, no. The Virgin Mary, she's honest. She had some affair with the custodian. We're definitely not saying that. She's concerned about Matthias. That is true. She's just a simple girl. She helps people here. She doesn't treat anyone the same. Let's go with this. I think we're going to go with either she's honest or she helps people here. Let's go with she's honest.
Johanka is an honest girl and virtuous. She's a good Christian who attends church and thinks of others.
Good. Please continue.
Okay. She helps people here.
Johanka helped a lot of people. She worked her fingers to the bone helping Brother Nicodemus with the sick and injured.
That is certainly commendable. What else can you tell me about her?
Okay, this is going well so far. The Virgin Mary. Nope, we're not doing that. She's concerned about Matthias. She doesn't treat everyone the same. Okay, I guess we could talk about Matthias.
She's worried about Matthias. He's from Skalitz too, and she's very fond of him. But he was wounded in a raid on Merhoyed recently, and since then he's been lying in a fever. Johanka believes that if she does what the Blessed Virgin wants of
Oh
her,
no! That's not where I
Matthias
thought
might
it was
be
going to
healed.
go.
Interesting. Anything else?
Okay, she's a simple girl.
Well, before, in Skalitz, Johanka was sort of, well, just a simple village girl. I never imagined I'd hear her talking the way she does now. She's completely transformed.
A simple village girl. I see. Do continue.
Do we have to say them all? Okay.
About the Virgin Mary?
I believe it. I don't believe it. Oh my gosh. He believes that Johanka believes. So he's going to say I believe it.
I believe the Virgin does visit her. Johanka is honest. She wouldn't lie about such a thing. And the things she says sound truthful and compelling. It really does seem like a heavenly revelation. Who else could it be from? But the Virgin Mary.
The origin of these so-called visions of hers must be investigated.
Fine.
But thank you for your candor. Is there anything else you can tell me?
No! That's
about all I can tell you.
Is that really everything?
Why is he pushing? Can we lie? Actually, that's not quite true. I think we can get away with the lie here. Yes!
I have nothing more to add, Monsignor.
Very well.
Reputation gained. Okay, woo!
Thank you, my son. One more thing before you go.
Why does he
Let
keep
me remind
questioning
you
us?
that it's your Christian duty to report anything suspicious going on concerning the church and the true faith.
Okay,
If you're aware of anything of the sort in these parts, if you prove yourself a commendable servant of the church, I would also take that into account in judging Johanka's case.
All right, Monsignor.
Okay.
Bear that in mind.
Farewell.
Once you've prepared for the trial, tell the Inquisitor. Well, that was intense. I have a feeling that could have gone horribly wrong. Horribly. If we had said too much, what do we have to do? What? Do we have to go get all those testimonies? I think we might. Okay, is that what we have to do? Go get all these testimonies? Bishop Jorslav, or Yorslav, doesn't want to wait any longer than 3 days to convene the court. I'd better not waste any time. Once I'm ready, I should go and tell him, and he'll get things started. I could ask Sir Sebastian, the custodian, if he'd testify on Johanka's behalf. Hell no, we're not talking to him. I could ask Hashek, the Sasau bailiff, if he'd come to the trial and testify in Johanka's behalf. I could ask Father Fabian if he'd come and testify. I could ask Brother Nicodemus. I could ask Gouda. Who's Gouda again? The tailor Umbro. Oh, yes. Yes, Adela. I could ask Pavel of Colin. Who is Pavel of Colin again? Okay. I'm going to go with the people that I kind of trust. So let's start with Brother Nicodemus. And Adela for sure.
Brother Nicodemus.
You've heard something?
How many people can I ask?
The Inquisitor has decided that Johanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'll get her out of it.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
Does he not support her?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression. Are you acquainted with the notion of the 3 orders of man?
No! Who cares?
Not really, no.
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores.
Okay.
Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth, and to obey the laws of God and man.
What is he going on about?
It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers,
okay,
and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church, in turn, has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all.
So he's saying Johanka was out of order?
Souls, and bringing solace
overstepping her purpose or something?
So that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
Correct.
Well,
Why?
I noticed in her first sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second she criticized the nobility.
I see where you're going. I still don't follow you. We don't follow! Although I kind of do, but I want to see what he's going to say.
I suppose so.
Quiet.
But I still don't
Ooh.
get it.
New level of speech.
I'm afraid that now she might start talking about the church if she gets the chance. And if she's as critical as she was about the lords, I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong.
To being
She's
wrong?
rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
But the Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
Exactly.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to think something up.
Oh.
I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
No one but the Inquisitor's own men. Maybe we can bribe one of them or dress up as one of them? Testimony in court. Do you need help again about Johanka and the Inquisitor? Is there more we can find out? Ask what happened?
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Auschwitz.
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything?
The Inquisitor showed up here not long after you left. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long time trying to discourage her from what she was doing. But then she went out again to preach about her visions outside of town. But
oh, she
before
did?
She even started, the Inquisitor turned up with Fabian and the guards.
Quiet.
He said Johanka had ignored his outright ban, and he had her
she
taken
was
away.
banned.
Then he warned the people there that Johanka was spreading heresy and undermining the church's authority, and forbade them to listen to her.
Oh no. Why did she go preaching without Henry? Did you speak to him?
That's all. Didn't you speak to the Inquisitor?
No, actually I didn't.
Why not?
He saw me there listening to her preaching, and I was afraid to come forward and talk to him.
Aha. Well, that's understandable.
Thanks.
It sounds pretty serious.
It is. I'm afraid it could be very serious indeed.
Okay.
What exactly does an Inquisitor do?
The Inquisition is a papal institution that deals with heresy. So people don't succumb to charlatans, false prophets and deceptions, and put their faith and their immortal souls in jeopardy. The Inquisitors have all sorts of powers.
Okay.
The kind we here can do very little to stand up to.
So
And what
people
can you
are
do for
afraid of
Johanka?
him.
I'm not entirely sure. These legal issues are very complicated, but he could certainly excommunicate her, and maybe even sentence her to death.
Are you serious?
Who is this Bishop Yaroslav?
I've never heard of him before, but the prior has. He said he's very well learned and the Bishop of Sarepta.
Sarepta? Where's that? Moravia?
No, it's far, far away, near the Holy Land.
Near
He
the
got the
Holy
title
Land.
from the Holy Father himself.
And this bishop came all the way here from whatever.
Sarepta, but I doubt he's ever been there. It used to be a bishopric in the days of the Apostolic Fathers in Phoenicia, near Israel, but it was ransacked by the Muslims. Now it's just a titular bishopric. And Yaroslav is the titular bishop.
The titular bishop?
Titular bishop? Like he's not a real one?
It's, let's say, an honorary title. It refers to a diocese that no longer exists. And since a titular bishop has no diocese to oversee, he can devote himself to handling other very important church affairs, like ordaining other prelates, for example, to maintain succession through the centuries down from the time of Christ and his apostles.
He knows quite a bit, doesn't he? Okay. Does he believe Johanka? Because this is going to tell us a lot as to whether or not he should speak in her defense.
Do you believe Johanka is really being visited by the Virgin Mary?
Well, yes, Henry, I do.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
the
good.
things she says and the way she speaks. She doesn't sound like herself at all. I know she can't read, so where else could she have got it?
That is a good
Frankly,
point.
I can't think of any other explanation. Within the bounds of this world.
Perfect. He's testifying. For sure. We're going to ask.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you'd give a testimony. Maybe
Please.
some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it.
Yes.
Johanka deserves my help.
That's good. He's well spoken.
Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
We will, friend. We definitely will. Perfect. Okay.
May the Lord watch over you.
Excellent. Now, where's Adela? She'll definitely testify, won't she?
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to try Johanka in court.
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted. I was absolutely devastated when they took her away.
You can
I
help.
need people to speak in her defense.
You
and
can
I'd
definitely
like to
help.
ask you to do it.
I don't want to go there. Really.
You can do it.
I'm
Look how far
afraid
you've
of
come.
that Inquisitor. But You helped me, and so did Johanka.
Exactly,
It's
remember
only right
that.
I should try and help her. But what am I supposed to say there?
Just say whatever
I'm
comes
just
from
a
the
simple
heart.
village girl. I don't
So
know
is she.
anything about these things.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself. It should be enough to talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you, if you're needed.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now. We have to try to speak to... We have to try to... get in to see Johanka. Somehow. I'm heading out. I want to go see if I can talk to the tailor's wife.
Yeah.
See if she'll testify on Johanka's behalf. Figure out how to get in to see Johanka as well. This is really stressful. I'm like actually really worried what's gonna happen here. Like, Johanka could actually be put to death? That's crazy. I don't see why the tailor's wife would not. I would think she'd be pretty... Oh, jeez, the door just shut in our face. I would think she'd be pretty open to it, actually.
Welcome, Henry.
Hello. Hello, good lady.
God's blessings.
Okay, we need to get straight to the point.
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasau is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask
Snooping
you to
around,
appear
eh?
before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
Will you
can't
do
say
it?
I'm keen on going there. But Johanka helped me.
Yes.
And you did too. I think it's only right that someone should say something good about her.
Ah, thanks, Guta. I appreciate it. I'll send for you when it's time.
Goodbye.
Excellent. Okay. I guess we could say hello to him as well while we're here.
I hope I can be a help to you, Knight.
Can we just say hello? No? Okay.
See you later.
Another time then. Okay, one more testimony down. Excellent. Pavel might still be at the inn, I'm thinking. Perhaps? I don't know. Who are D and C? Bailiff Hashek? Father Fabian. I guess we could go see if Father Fabian would testify, because it sounds like she comes to church quite a bit. So maybe he would. Let's see. See what he has to say. And then we'll go to Pavel, who is probably still at the inn. Oh, this is locked? Okay, I can go in through back here. Excellent. Okay. We're in a private area, but I need to talk to Father Fabian.
What's up? You need some help?
No, we're good. We're here to talk to the father.
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, sir.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
Rightly so? What does he make of all
What do you
this?
think about it then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least,
Okay, no.
disturbing.
He's
Who knows
not
what
gonna...
these dreams are that she speaks of?
No,
And her
okay.
words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church,
Wow.
as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace.
Okay, so
with
he's
creating
mad that
a
they go to her
chasm
now
between the
instead of
people and the
church.
church, and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
Okay, we should go. But she's not a heretic.
But Johanka is no heretic. She's a good, kind girl who's only trying to do the right thing. I'll defend her.
Suit yourself. But mind you don't get ensnared in her fallacies, and leave it to the bishop to judge the matter.
Of course.
God be with you.
I need to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Okay, we're gone. It says oh, is this somebody who's, oh my gosh, passed away?
What are you doing here?
We're leaving, that's what we're doing. It says we completed the quest, but we didn't ask him to testify, so hopefully he doesn't, because if he does say anything about Johanka, it doesn't sound like he has anything good to say. Okay, so yeah, we definitely will not be using him as a witness. He's ready to burn Johanka at the stake. Okay, let's go see who else we need to talk to here. Oh, it looks like there's somebody right in here. Let's check in here. There's a marker going down this way. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I could park. Next time I'm going to park Al right there. That's a perfect place for him. Okay, in here. Oh, is this the jail? Yes. This is the jail. I can talk to Johanka? Oh, she's in here? I think I should talk to the guard first, though. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's see what happens.
Hey, clear off. No one's allowed to talk to Johanka.
Yeah, good thing we spoke to him first. Okay, what can we do? I'm from the bishop. We have a pretty high skill level here. But you know what? Like, these guards always respond to money. Let's just try this.
I'm sure the bishop wouldn't mind if you had to go and answer a call of nature. And if it were a nice long call, there'd be
time for a break?
groschen in it for you.
Don't even try it. I'm warning you.
Oh, he's not going to accept? Oh, wait, I have another chance? I'm high. I'm a lot higher than him. I think we can get this. Come on. Don't you need some extra groschen for your family?
Come on now. Just between the two of us. Johanka is my friend.
Yes!
No one else but me.
Yes!
The Inquisitor will surely take her away, and I'll never see her again. I just want to say goodbye to her before she disappears forever. What would you do in my place?
Yes, what would you do?
Well, since you put it that way, but I'd be taking a big risk, disobeying the bishop's orders.
That is true. Okay, we don't expect you to do it for free.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to put yourself at risk without a reward.
Oh, okay. You know what? We have 4.5k groschen, and I really want him I don't want to make him mad, so we're just going to pay the 300. That's fine. Anyways, Johanka's life is worth 300 groschen.
All right. Go on then. But make it quick, eh?
For sure.
Nice.
Thanks a lot. I owe you.
No, Henry. We don't owe him anything. We just paid him 300 groschen. Like, we're done. Okay, let's talk to Johanka.
Johanka, are you alright?
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm
Is
glad
she?
to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me?
Of course, we've been doing that this whole time.
Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our
What do you
lady
mean?
won't let anything bad happen
Okay,
to me.
she needs
I
to
am
stop.
Her instrument,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm
Our lady
completely
put you in
her
jail.
hands.
Isn't that bad enough?
Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
But I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you.
Exactly.
As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist.
Henry's getting
maybe
upset.
it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
Okay, jeez, why is she so stubborn all the time? We have to flee? You can actually try to get her to flee? Okay, well, we're not going to do that. Let's, maybe let's start with a little conversation. Maybe she'd be happy to know that we did the pilgrimage.
I went to Ujits, like you
See?
asked.
She is
That's
happy.
good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into wrongdoing again.
I won't.
We will. Yes, we will,
I made
Henry.
a donation
Sorry.
to the church, too.
2
The parish
donations.
priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? Well, what did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying.
Uh-huh. Good, Henry. The more people who hear about it, the
Oh,
better.
she's happy about that? Okay. Okay. Okay, what did the bishop tell her?
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked
Really?
me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end,
He was like testing her
he
character.
told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations. And
Yeah,
that.
you disobeyed and
But
then
I
got
couldn't
thrown in
obey
jail.
An order like that.
Oh,
the
gosh.
Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
Really?
No. He came there with his men.
She's willing to risk her life.
Dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
Oh my gosh, okay. Let's talk to her about the trial.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests.
Just don't say anything.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
Oh my gosh. Will you listen?
Johanka, please. You mustn't say
Reputation
anything
lost.
against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The
Oh
two
my
of you joined forces against me, did you?
I've nothing to do with
She's so
him.
like
I didn't even know he was here.
one-sided
Believe me,
view of
I'm really
everything.
trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore, do you?
Oh my gosh. We do believe you. We believe you believe.
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably.
Exactly.
prudently.
Be
A lot
respectful.
depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really, I do. But you must understand. I can't deny that the Virgin Mary visits me, or what she wants to tell us. Not now.
Well, we're not asking her to lie.
After
We're just
everything that's
asking her to be
happened, I
respectful. And
can't. Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
But
oh,
you
it's
have to
all about
consider
Matthias,
yourself and
isn't
what's
it?
good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy. That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin.
Oh my gosh. Then,
I will
oh my god.
accept
Let's
with
leave her be then.
humility the fate she grants me.
Massacre.
I
You're a
know.
right mess.
We're not fleeing. That's it. If she's insistent on being burnt to the stake, like I mean, what can we do really? Tell brother Nicodemus how it went. Okay, so we have to go back to brother Nicodemus. Hey, Mutt. As if like she won't budge. She just won't budge. Okay. Who else do we need to go see? Who's down this way? Showing there's somebody down this way. Showing the bailiff is somewhere around here. Bailiff is C. Where is he? Oh, is that him right there? Is that him? Is this the bailiff? Yes. Okay, we need to speak to him. Maybe he'll agree to be a witness. Hello. Oh, and we can buy grain from Privislavitz. Oh. Oh. Oh, but if I buy grain, that means it's for the bakery, right? And I have to choose between the bakery and the butcher, I think. We're going to hold off because I don't know. I still don't know which one I want. Let's just go straight to Johanka's trial.
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try Johanka.
I know. He was here asking questions, too.
Oh? What did he want to know?
Various things. Like how things are here, whether people are honest,
okay,
whether he observed the fest days, and so forth. And then he asked about Johanka, about what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been
What'd
talking
you say?
to a lot of other people in Sasau, too.
Other people? Like
I
who?
even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with them.
That's interesting.
Huh, okay.
Thanks for telling me.
Talk to Katra. Okay. I'm still confused on his stance with this. Will he testify? Let's see.
Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes. He did ask me to testify,
and
I'm
okay.
none too happy about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked, but there's not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well. She seems virtuous and self-sacrificing to me.
Definitely.
She's never done anything wrong, and no one here ever had a cross word to say about her, until recently.
So
Maybe
he
some
shouldn't have
gossip
anything
about
negative to
her
say
and
then.
Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
Oh, so can we maybe like help push him in one direction or the other? She's a virtuous girl. She helped a lot of people here. I feel like he'd want to know that she helped the people of Sasau because he's the bailiff, right? So let's go with that.
Johanka has helped a lot of people here, selflessly. Her heart is in the right place.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers. Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
We could pay him to speak on her behalf? I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm worried that if we pay him, that it might backfire and make Henry look bad. And maybe he'll like tattle on Henry saying that he paid me to say good things about Johanka. Ooh, should I pay him or not? No, I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to do it.
Thank you for speaking openly, Master Bailiff.
I'll see you later.
I don't want to try to bribe the bailiff, although maybe it would work. I'm not sure. I don't want to do it. Okay. I want to go find this Katra. He said it's the swordsmith's wife. So let's go to the swordsmith and see if we can speak to her. Because she invited the Inquisitor to dinner? That doesn't sound very good. That's like not a good sign. Why is she inviting him to dinner? I think this is them here. Yeah, this is them here. Okay, and it looks like she's home. Can we just walk right in? Let's go see. Knock, knock. Hello. Okay, Katra? Yes. Okay, let's talk to her.
I'm here about Johanka.
You're that fella of hers, are you?
No, we're not her fella.
No.
Just
I'm
friends.
a friend of hers.
Exactly.
Matthias is her fella.
Huh. God knows how many she has.
I heard you invited Bishop
What?
Yaroslav to come and dine with you.
Does she know about the custodian?
Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sasau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
She has a very nasty personality, doesn't she? Oh my gosh, what does she have against Johanka?
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is,
Then what's your
what
problem?
has she got against us? Tell me that.
What?
What? We said it at the same time.
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives. says the Virgin Mary whispers to her in the night. Yeah, I'm sure. To a simple village wench.
Wow.
I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up.
The only reason why
Men
she'd be so
especially.
defensive.
Coming
Oh,
around
men
here with
especially,
her
eh?
nonsense. Sasau is a decent, orderly place.
She
I'll
is
have you know.
defensive for one of two
We don't
reasons.
want any trouble here.
Either because her
Talk
husband finds
about
Johanka attractive.
hellfire and the end of the world. God have mercy.
Wow,
No one
or
is
because she has a lot of
interested in what
sin
she has to say. All
of
they
her
want
own.
is some spectacle. She ought to have thought twice before she started.
She has a
Not
lot
that
to
she wasn't
say.
warned.
She wasn't warned? What do you mean? What do you mean, warned?
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
By whom? What are you implying? Or explain yourself. We could do either one. Let's just go with the explain yourself.
Tell me everything you know.
Wow.
I represent the royal hetman, so don't
Reputation
try and keep
gained?
anything from
Oh,
me.
she respects Henry
If you
because of
must
that.
know, some of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No
How do you
one
know?
wants her speeches here. But would she listen? No. The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
Oh, she
All
sent
I
a man?
wanted was to protect the Sasau folk against her poisonous tongue. And I'll do just that.
Oh, no.
Monsignor asked me to testify in court. And
She's going to testify.
I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll do likewise.
That's right.
Farewell.
Go.
Yeah. You say what you got to say. That's fine. We'll also be letting everybody know what you did. She sent those men to basically beat up Johanka? Wow. I feel sorry for her husband. She is a nasty person. Are you kidding me? As if the men were sent by her. Okay, I'm all like, ugh. Okay, where do we go now? Somebody else we have to speak to is Pavel. And he might still be at the inn here. So we have to go back and speak to Nicodemus. But let's just check in real quick, see if Pavel's still here. He would definitely testify on behalf of Johanka because she did a lot for him. Okay. Where is he? Is this him here? Is this him? Yes. Yes, it is. Let's have a little conversation with him.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Yeah, true.
Yes, still here, but not for long.
Should have been gone by
I had some
now.
business to deal with, but now that's out of the way, and I'm getting ready to leave. What was it you wanted?
You might have heard that Johanka was arrested by the Inquisitor and is facing trial.
Indeed, word has reached me. Poor girl.
I'd like to ask you to speak to the court in Johanka's defense.
Of course, Henry. You
Oh,
have my
yes!
word, and the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter.
No, it's true.
What
It's
do you
not.
want me to say?
Just the
same thing you
truth.
told me.
Just how she
That
helped
it
you.
was a sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you
Amazing.
very much.
Amazing!
Please wait here a few more days for the court to convene, then I'll send for you.
All right. For Johanka's sake, I'll wait. Farewell.
Okay, one more on our side. Nice. Okay, I think now we'll go update Brother Nicodemus. My goal is to try to get all these witnesses today so that we can have the trial tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think the sun is starting to set, so we gotta be quick. We have to be quick. I don't know what we're gonna do about Johanka. She just won't listen to reason. And it's really, really frustrating. Watch out! I am really surprised we didn't knock that person over. Okay, let's see what Brother Nicodemus has to say. Is this him? Oh, it's a little glitch, because I was like, where are his clothes? Okay, we spoke to Johanka.
I spoke to Johanka.
She's being
did you
stubborn
manage to
as
convince
usual.
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all.
Nope.
What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No, not that we know of.
None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all left in the world.
The only person she'd listen to would be Matthias, but he's like in a coma or something.
I can't. I just can't.
Try to persuade Johanka to speak with humility. But who? I mean, she knows Teresa as well. But Teresa's all the way in Ratai. The only person is Matthias. But isn't he like in a coma? Let's see. What? Oh, we can talk to him now? We can talk to Matthias? Oh, yes. Okay, let's do this. He's awake?
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Oh
Yes,
my
it's me.
goodness.
Who else would
Johanka
it
doesn't
be?
even know, does she?
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
She would have no idea that he's awake.
I feel a bit better now. I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
She's not here, buddy. Johanka's not here just now. That's not a good idea. That's not possible. We'll kind of go gentle because he's, you know, we don't want to make him feel worse.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
Yeah.
How to begin?
She's in
Look,
jail.
things got a bit complicated here.
Craziness.
The main thing is, Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
Yeah.
What?
I wonder if he can come and speak to her.
What happened?
Is he well enough to get up? Johanka claims the Virgin Mary visits her. The Virgin Mary visits Johanka. Well, see, we're not sure. Like, Henry doesn't 100% believe that this is happening. So we'll just say that she claims it.
Well, she claims she's being visited by the Virgin Mary and seeing visions. And she was preaching to people about it. But this inquisitor heard about it and came to investigate. He locked her up. And he's going to try her for heresy.
What? The Virgin
Crazy.
Mary? Visiting Johanka?
Yes. So she says. Trouble is, Johanka is very obstinate. And she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias.
Yeah.
I need you to go with me and talk
You know
to
how
her.
Johanka is, Matthias.
Maybe together
Oh, can
we
he come?
convince her to see sense.
I wish I could.
He's too
I'm
weak.
still too weak to even get out of bed.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Henry.
So this is not going to
Just
work?
Can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better. And I agree with everything.
Oh, the
you said.
dice!
Give her this dice.
The dice from
Feel like
Teresa's
It'll
DLC!
almost be like I was there with you.
That lucky oh my gosh. I love how they've just tied these two together. Of course, the dice. Oh, but Henry doesn't know. Henry doesn't know the story of the dice. So we have to act like he doesn't know. Teresa knows, but Henry doesn't.
Dice?
It's complicated. Back in Skalitz, Johanka wanted me to take her dancing, but she was too shy to ask.
Yes.
She thought if she took my dice and then brought it back to me, I'd be grateful and ask her to dance. Crazy, I know. But that's girls for you. But I asked her anyway.
Well, I mean, that's not all girls for you, but
Girls,
that's definitely Johanka.
I know what you mean.
Henry, please, look out for her.
Okay.
And make sure nothing happens to her.
I'll do my
We've
best.
been trying, buddy. Like, you have no idea. It hasn't been easy. Whoa, wow. He just he sounded really... Listen, Johanka's a handful. Be ready, if you decide to marry her, because, oh, man. She's not going to make it easy on you. Okay, we have the dice. We got to go talk to Johanka. I'm still not sure what to do about this custodian. Should we talk to him or not? I'm just worried if we talk to him, it's really going to mess everything up. But what if it helps? I have no idea what kind of opinion he would take. I think he would just be vindictive because he is an ass. Okay, while I'm still thinking about that, first thing, I'm going to go give Johanka this dice. If this doesn't convince her to just hold her tongue a bit, I don't know, like, she's a lost cause. Nothing else will. But maybe it will, because she's doing this whole thing, claiming that if she does this, the Virgin Mary will heal Matthias. But now that Matthias is already kind of healed or healing up, I don't know what she's going to think about that. Like, maybe she might have second thoughts. Okay. Johanka. Can we still talk to her? We better not have to pay this guy again. Can we still talk? Yeah, we can. We can still talk to her. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so what do we say about the trial?
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
Yes, I spoke to Matthias!
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
He's
No,
awake.
He's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Give her the dice. Give her the dice.
You see?
It's proof.
Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
But doesn't it mean that you've already done it?
No, she's serious? Oh, she's conflicted.
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even
Exactly.
worse.
You would never see him again.
Message. A final test. I mustn't fail now, after everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on.
Mm-hmm,
Many
exactly.
people heard it,
Multiple
and many of
times.
them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Thank you, Henry.
Good.
Go now. I need to rest.
Is this going to make a difference? Oh my gosh, I really hope it makes a difference. Because there's nothing else we can do. Like, we've done everything we can for Johanka. Honestly. The rest, it's like, it's all up to her now. She has to decide, is she going to be a damn fool? Or is she actually going to listen? Oh my gosh, that was a lot of work. I just saved the game because that was a lot of work. And I wouldn't want, like, a crash or anything to just ruin all that progress. That would be horrible. Oh my gosh, okay. There's really only one other person we could talk to. And that would be the custodian. Man. I'm kind of curious to go see what happens if we go talk to Sir Sebastian. Maybe, like, if it's like the other conversations, we might have the ability to make a final decision on if we want to ask him to testify. So maybe we can have a little conversation, let him know what's going on, feel him out, and then decide. Let's go do that. Although Johanka wants nothing to do with him. It's my curiosity. My curiosity might ruin everything. Because it's optional. We don't even have to talk to him. But I want to. There's the bastard now. Let's just go see what he has to say. Is that him? Oh no, that's not even him. He's probably upstairs. Where he usually is. In his high and mighty chair. Ugh. I'm here and I instantly feel like this is absolutely a mistake. 100%.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Oh, yes! We have the soldier's document we can give him as well! Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. The dead soldier's document that we picked up at the camp with the Cumans. We took the document off of his deceased body. Let's give that to him. Maybe this will like get him in our favor a little bit.
I found this document in the
See,
woods
we just
by
gained some
Sasau.
reputation.
Careful. It's a bit bloody.
Don't tell me those fools got themselves.
And to hell with it.
And did you come across any Cumans?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
They're finished.
There now. It's not such a fuck-up after all.
Here's some money for you.
Oh, he's gonna pay
It was
us?
supposed to be for those idiots, but it seems they asked for 100 groschen more than they deserved.
Ooh, 325 groschen. Okay. Okay, now let's see what he has to say. Oh my gosh, this might be a mistake.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
Okay.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
What? Of course we know! Of course!
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me. But I need you to testify.
We know
at the
Johanka
court.
better than you.
In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally.
Oh, really?
Think I could just sit here and do nothing. Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh. All right.
One moment.
Oh my gosh,
I
really?
apologize if I was a little hasty.
He's
This whole
apologizing?
affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect.
Why
No
not?
offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says. But
Really?
I have an idea how you could help.
Oh?
What? He has an
How's
idea?
that?
Flee. With Johanka, of course.
What? No, we're not gonna flee. That's gonna just make her look guilty.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure Johanka will be acquitted by the court and everything will be all right. Running would just confirm the Inquisitor's suspicions.
Exactly.
She'd always be looking over her shoulder.
I don't agree. As I said, I don't believe you can affect the outcome of the court.
Well, your beliefs
If
are...
Johanka flees, yes,
what you believe doesn't
Johanka
matter.
will lie low for a while, but in time it will all blow over. You can take her anywhere, as long as it's far enough from here. A girl like that will always find her feet. She can easily hide out somewhere where she's not known. Maybe there could even be a place for her on my estate. Think about it.
On yours?
Whatever you
Hell no.
decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm
Oh my gosh.
very fond of her, and her of me, and I don't want
She's
anything
not
to happen
fond
to
of
her,
you.
Understand? But if everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you. Take care.
So he just threatened our lives if things don't go well. We're definitely not doing that. I think Johanka would hate us forever. She doesn't want to be with him. She wants to be with Matthias. And us putting her on his estate would be like another jail for her. Absolutely. And she would probably never be able to see Matthias again. No. No way. I don't like that. I don't like that option as well. I'm happy that we came because he's agreeing to testify, which I'm shocked. I really didn't think he would agree to testify. I'm still hoping he's not gonna like turn on us, but he seemed more than willing. And I think that he really does believe that fleeing is the best option for Johanka, but no, I think Henry's going to be able to get her out of this. I think she's going to be okay. But honestly, her living on his estate, I feel like there couldn't be a worse fate for her. She would just be his, like, I don't know. Well, I know, but definitely don't want that for her. Okay. Woo! I think we're good. Like, we've talked to almost everybody we can talk to. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get Henry... First of all, let's just get him a little something to eat because, man... You know what? Can he join anybody? Sit down and join... No, this table's full. And they're... Okay. He's going to sit... Just grab a little bite to eat. He's going to feed Mutt some dinner. And then in the morning, when he wakes... We're going to go tell the Inquisitor that he is ready for this trial. Because I think we are. I think we're ready. Have a beer, Henry. Oh my gosh, you've earned it, buddy. Have a beer. What else do you have on you? Any other food? Ooh, you still have a lentil mash? Ew, it's not the best, but... Do we have a preserver potion? Yes. Let's use that on the lentil mash. Excellent. Eat that. All right.
I'm sorry.
We will see you in the morning, friend. Good morning. It is very early morning, but we're ready to get things started. We are ready to get things started. Where is Mutt? I want to give him his breakfast. Where is he? Where is he? I am kind of nervous about today. I am really worried for Johanka. Especially this Inquisitor seems like he's out for blood. Based off of what Henry has been told. Like, oh, see? I also dressed him in some noble clothing. I took him out of his armor. and just put him in like regular everyday clothing for today, because I'm hoping that his appearance might help the situation as well. Taking him out of his dirty armor clothing and making him look like a decent nobleman, maybe that will help.
Yeah.
That's the hope anyways. All right, let's go. Let's go talk to this Inquisitor. It's like just maybe 6:30 in the morning, so I don't even know if this Inquisitor will be awake yet. We might have to wait a little bit. But, let's go see. Oh, he's here. He's sleeping. But we can wake him up, I think. Yes, we can. What? What are all these choices? There have been some suspicious activities. Why did you have Johanka imprisoned? We can ask more questions? I'll defend her in a duel? What? What's going on? Really? We can do a duel? What are these suspicious activities? This is too vague. What does this mean? Let's just start with this. Oh.
Monsignor, Johanka is just a simple village girl from Skalitz. Are all these legal proceedings really necessary?
They are. The mission of the Inquisition is quite unequivocal, and however trivial, this matter has a broader significance.
What broader significance?
A broader
No
significance?
offense, but these things can't easily be explained to an uneducated boy like you.
Excuse me, we can read.
I'm pleased that you take an interest.
We're not that uneducated.
Unfortunately, I don't have time for this now. If you really want to know more, ask my assistant. After all, it is also our duty to guide others through the labyrinth of this world.
So this isn't even just really about Johanka? There's a broader reason why he's doing this? Oh my
But what's
goodness.
so bad about what Johanka has been saying?
Look here. It's simply unacceptable that anyone at all should come along and stand up in the market square and preach about God's will or how he or she interprets it. God gave us his teachings, which we must honor.
But God
He
speaks to
showed
people
us
all
how
the
to
time.
fulfill them.
Prophets,
It is
hello?
only those teachings that lead us on the path to salvation and God's grace. But understanding those teachings is no simple matter. It demands learning, time, and effort. That is one of the tasks of Holy Mother Church. What Johanka has been saying is dangerously close to heresy. She must be brought to see the error of her ways, and her disruptive actions must cease.
He just seems like a really old, grumpy old man. Really. She hasn't done anything against God. She has not. Now, are we going to... Oh, man. Is this angering him to the point where... But she hasn't.
But Johanka hasn't done anything against God. On the contrary, she's devout, and she's trying to redeem sinners.
Perhaps, but she's also incited disobedience to the nobles, and that is a serious accusation.
Wow.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
You have to pass through a dark forest filled with hazards. Many paths lead to that forest, but only one will lead you safely through it.
Okay.
You know which is the right path, but others don't. Would you show them the right path, or leave each to choose his own and very likely lose his way?
Well, I mean, just because a path is right for me doesn't mean it's right for everybody. Everyone has their own free will to choose. Oh my gosh, let everyone find their own path. I'd show them the way. Whether they take it or not is up to them. I'd lead them along the right path. Yeah, it's up to them.
I'd show them the right path, but it would be up to them whether to take it or not.
But then many would lose their way and die.
Well,
because of you.
No, because they chose not to believe or
You
listen.
cannot allow that to happen. You must understand that it is the mission of the Church to care for the soul of every person. It is our sacred duty to lead the people to salvation.
But you can't force it. Oh my God. How does the church know what's right? Ooh. I don't know if that's a good question. Johanka is showing people the right path. Let's just go with the church.
How does the church know
Oops!
which is the right path?
Watch how you speak, Henry.
Here we
How
go.
you
Oops.
consider such matters. God is the fountain of truth, and he is represented on earth by his holy church and none other. The church was built on the foundations of Christ's apostles.
That angered him for sure.
Who passed on his wisdom to others, as they passed on the task of leading people to the love of God and thereby to salvation. Do you think the church would now want to lead the people to damnation?
We never said all that. We didn't say all this.
The Son of God passed on to us.
We just
We would
asked
be
a simple
condemning
question.
Not only the people, but ourselves too. It would extinguish the very sense of our
Oh
existence.
my God, this lecture for one question. No. Okay, yes, the church cares for us.
You're right, Monsignor. Sorry, all this learning at once was a bit much for me. I got confused.
No,
I
we
apologise.
didn't. We're just trying to
Thank you for
not
having the patience
piss him
to
off
explain it to
anymore.
me.
Good. I'm glad I've dispelled your confusion. I will excuse your error. But in future, do not be misled, because that will open your mind to Lucifer himself.
Oh,
and that's the very reason why Johanka was wrong to indulge in philosophizing and leading people astray.
Because it's leading her to Lucifer? Okay. I'm so curious about this duel, but okay, why did you imprison her?
Why did you have Johanka imprisoned?
I talked to her for a long time about the things she was saying and about her convictions. I warned her that she had to stop preaching in public, and I told her if she had any further concerns, or as she claims, visions, she should come to me. Johanka chose to ignore my warning and continued with her preaching. Obviously, I couldn't turn a blind eye to that kind of disobedience.
Ugh, everything's about obedience. What is this suspicious activity?
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province that might be of interest to you.
Very good, my son. A good
Ooh.
Christian certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please, speak.
What are we about to tattle on? Father Godwin? What? Simon the Hermit? The devil's skull at the church construction site? Irregularities inside the monastery walls? I don't know if I want to go through all this right now.
That's all, Monsignor.
Did I just
All
lose
right,
reputation?
Henry, thank you. And I hope you're not keeping anything from me.
No, let's just start the trial. Yeah, we're just going to start the trial.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation.
Okay.
Commence then with the proceedings?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
What?
Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning.
Good luck to you.
Oh, we didn't have to wait a whole nother day. Okay, that's good. The cutscene took us straight to the next day. Why did he make Henry wear those robes? Okay, I'm just gonna listen. I just want to hear what's happening. I don't like what he has Henry in. Is that Johanka? Oh, she smiled at Henry. She looks horrible. Have they even been feeding her?
Let us begin.
Where are all the witnesses? I'm in a private area. Try to defend Johanka before the court. Oh my god, am I going to have to choose the dialogue?
Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging them
No,
to
she
against their
hasn't.
betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself
my
as an
gosh.
intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman.
Wow.
It is therefore necessary
He's out for
to remedy
blood.
her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in
Of
his
course
parish.
he's gonna let Fabian go first.
Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor.
She never went to church?
What's more, the parish priest of Skalitz
I thought she
is staying
did.
at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough.
Okay.
She didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
Oh, that was her first mistake, never going to church? What? Johanka's prayers are real? Oh my gosh.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives
Success!
in the monastery, doesn't she?
Yes!
Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear.
Yes, Henry.
It's true, Henry. Evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
Exactly!
But the
I
fact that
didn't
she
even think
lives in
that.
the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
She's a what?
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must concur with Henry.
Oh, yes! Call Pavel of Colin? Pavel, yes.
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Colin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Colin.
Yes, okay, first witness. First witness is up. How long is this trial gonna be?
I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Colin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True.
So his
Although I have
testimony
only
should hold
criticised
weight.
the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Colin, and therefore my duties as a councillor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this, I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this too, Johanka helped me.
But we never gave him the money.
Henry here.
He discovered that the treasure had disappeared. But at least that helped me realize the futility of worldly wealth.
Okay, he doesn't know we
The whole
lied.
matter I regard as the intervention of the Holy Spirit.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with
Of course, I lost a little bit of footage.
Because I was subsequently also visited
Sorry, friends.
by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes.
What?
She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Really?
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
The Virgin Mary came to see him as well?
Truly remarkable. Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony.
Wow. Okay, this has the Inquisitor shook.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
Because exactly
You're right,
that.
Father Fabian.
She's simple.
That is quite untoward. Let's proceed then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes, a lot. We want to call Brother Nicodemus.
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him. Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure.
Oh my gosh.
Charitable and good-hearted.
And she's
She
seen a
helps more
lot.
people here than anyone
I mean,
else.
he has seen a lot.
I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian.
Exactly.
She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
He's willing to disregard everything she's done.
That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore...
See? Good point.
Believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Wow.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God.
This priest needs to be stripped of his robes.
The education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian.
Yeah, he's done more to heal people
speak.
in Sasau than
And
you have.
Nicodemus, stick to the point if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences.
Really?
Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions.
Okay,
And what
from
about
history.
St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy.
Exactly, that's true.
Please
She's
do not
never
condemn
said
Johanka,
she's
Bishop
divine.
Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true.
We are
And rest assured,
we're breaking through.
we'll consider your words very carefully.
This is good.
Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there.
There's a charlatan here right now.
I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Waldensian sect?
Waldensians? So there have been heretics concealed here. So, it cannot be ruled out that Johanka also
Oh,
associated
God!
with
That's
them.
where he's going with this?
Perhaps they are even behind this matter, too.
Wow,
Thank you,
this is a
Father
stretch.
Fabian. That's all.
Oh,
Glad to
what
have
a
been of
stretch.
service, Monsignor.
I thank you
That's
also,
bullshit.
Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau.
We didn't pay the bailiff, so what is he gonna say?
Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you
He
much
didn't seem
about
impressed.
her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws.
Exactly.
And folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice.
She never asked for it.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts.
She never gave the blessings.
All the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's
Yes,
true.
it is.
They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, bailiff.
Okay, so the bailiff's testimony was fair.
And you, Henry. You've been
Stuck
around
to the
Johanka
facts.
more than anyone.
Okay, yeah.
Do people come to her for blessings?
No, she's never given them. She doesn't bless.
Well, they come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed anyone.
Exactly.
But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Exactly.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
She doesn't. She doesn't bless.
And I'm not lying.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, we have someone else to call. Call Adela. Yeah, Adela.
Yes, Monsignor. I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Her testimony will show that Johanka is an exemplary Christian, not the leader of some cult.
All right. Call this Adela.
This is a really long trial. Oh my goodness.
Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No.
Oh no, here we go.
Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money.
Oh
But I
God.
don't do it anymore.
Was it a mistake calling her as a witness?
I changed my
Maybe we should have
ways
thought
on
her
account
through
of
better.
Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes.
That's the power of
Henry
Johanka.
convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
Not a.
No,
I hope
Monsieur,
not.
I haven't.
Okay, good.
Good. May God give you the will to maintain your newfound virtue, Adela. And now, please answer one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No.
What's she gonna say? Okay,
it's
good.
Not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone.
Good. Oh my gosh, thank
And
goodness.
She doesn't want any gifts from anyone either.
Exactly, she never
So they
asked.
just bring them.
Exactly.
The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded.
Oh, this is very
She doesn't
good.
keep anything. I swear.
This is great.
Swear?
Yes. I swear to it all, Monseigneur. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go.
Woo! Gouda!
Please hear also the testimony of Guta, wife of the tailor, Ambrose. She can also bear witness to Johanka's good deeds.
All right. I promised I'd hear all the witnesses you brought.
Hey! We're missing one. Where's the custodian guy? Johanka's lover boy.
Guta, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monseigneur. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did.
We did help,
I was praying for my
honestly,
husband
too.
for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her
The
seeking
Inquisitor's
help?
not happy.
Yes, Monseigneur. There were.
And that shrine, and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me without any of that.
There you
Did you
go.
bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers.
To help the
So she
sick.
could help others, like
Exactly.
she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
Oh my
I
gosh,
see.
she's so nice.
Thank you. You may go. Very well.
Whew.
Now, I wish to question Katja, the
Oh, this
swordsmith's
bitch.
wife. Bring her here.
This biatch. It's okay.
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good
We got
overview
something on
of
her
what
as
goes
well.
on in Sasau. As you told me
She's
earlier,
respected?
will you
Okay,
tell
wait,
me
you're gonna
now
find out.
What you know of Johanka and her deeds.
Yes, I'll tell you everything.
Go
Monsieur.
ahead, speak.
Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos.
You can have the
What
floor for
right
now.
has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that.
Mm-hmm.
As if we were bad people here. And she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer. A
Oh,
lewd volunteer
shoot,
who goes
she
with
knows.
anyone. And even fornicated with a custodian.
Damn it!
Sebastian.
She knows. She's not telling you everything.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka
Mm-hmm.
several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian.
Exactly.
Plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
Is it? Oh.
I only did
Yeah.
what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Mm-hmm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Katra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes. I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings.
Good,
You
now
should have
get
reported
out.
your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
Get
I will
out.
be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be
shit.
ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir
Oh, no.
Sebastian von Berg.
Oh, he was coming anyways. Okay. Oh,
Sir Sebastian,
this is
my
the wild
apologies
card.
for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka.
Oh, jeez.
Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake.
What a liar.
Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer
Answer the question.
Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Exactly. Oh, shoot.
Yes, but she's not...
Silence!
I mean, this should look worse on him than her.
So,
He's the one that's married.
Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles,
Ugh.
but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Seduces them? What? She had no evil intentions. Things happened. The custodian took advantage of her.
That's not true. Johanka never seduced anyone. It's the other way round. He wouldn't leave her alone from the moment she came to Sasau.
Exactly.
He simply took advantage of her misfortune and his own status to get her into bed.
How dare you?
It's the truth.
Silence! Henry?
What?
Johanka regrets it. What was she to do when she was constantly pursued by a nobleman who has great influence in the area?
Exactly.
What I did out of love for her.
Oh, here we go.
Johanka is
What
no
about love for
heretic,
your wife?
only
What's
a
wrong with this man?
confused, unhappy young girl. There's no call for jumping to the conclusion of heresy. Monsignor, you must be able to see that.
I advise
Throw him in jail.
caution, sir.
He's an adulterer.
Would you cast doubt on the authority of the church in this trial?
I will no longer tolerate this humiliation. Get out of my way.
Oh, wow! Sees him. What the hell just happened there?
Henry? You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Because she's a friend, that's why. Because of her deeds, the Virgin Mary speaks to her, she's my friend. She's a friend.
Monsignor, she's my friend. After the terrible things that happened in Skalitz, neither of us has many dear ones left. It seemed only right to me to help her.
You seem like a compassionate man. It certainly says something about Johanka, that someone like you stands up for her. That will be all, Henry.
I think this trial went extremely well. But, what? Present a clever argument,
Monsignor,
let's do
please
it.
Permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Skalitz, and I think I should share them here. It's our Christian duty
Reputation
to
gained.
fight against
Okay,
sin.
I think we got this in the bag.
But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
Oh, God.
Johanka of Skalitz.
This could all go
You've heard the
sour,
accusations
just
brought
based on what
against
she
you.
says.
We have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier, and it has also come to my attention that Henry here bribed a guard to allow him to see you in your cell.
Oh, shit, he knows?
I expressly forbade. Johanka,
oh no.
Do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
What?
I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction.
She
and broke
didn't
your
alter
promise.
anything?
Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. She did visit me. But now I admit that I
Okay, here we go.
might have been wrong about some things.
Okay.
I don't understand these learned matters.
At least she's not as stubborn
I was
anymore.
Too hasty
Is that
in
hate in
speaking
her
to the
hair?
people.
Straw?
I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything. I want to apologize here.
Wow, she's
before the
actually
Blessed
apologizing.
Virgin. If I misunderstood something and said untruths or brought shame on the church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask Our Lady's forgiveness,
Wow.
and I will accept any punishment that you impose on me.
Okay, she might have just saved her life just by doing that.
Ways and confess to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed. You may leave.
That was a really long trial. That was like a real life
Johanka
trial.
will now hear my verdict.
Okay, here we go. I'm just recording, sweetie. Okay, it's the verdict, friends. It's the verdict. Oh, it's just her in the room? No witnesses? That's weird.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monseigneur. I am.
You stand accused
What's happening?
of preaching from ignorance and
What the hell's
leading people
happening?
away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride
What's going on?
and ignorance clouded her reason.
Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation.
Johanka, come on.
Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people?
That's what she needs to say?
And are you prepared to repent?
To go free?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I will never preach to the people again.
What?
I recant.
She's agreeing never to preach?
And want to be accepted back amongst good Christians again.
Oh
I
my
will
gosh.
do whatever you command to make amends for my sins.
Behold, Johanka's soul too have we brought back from the dark labyrinth of the evil
Oh
one
my
and
gosh.
into the divine light of our Lord Jesus Christ. But the remnants of Satan's evil influence linger in her yet, and must be cast out in the name of Almighty God.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Take her.
What are the what? They have to cast out the evil?
All be ever vigilant of Lucifer's
Oh my god, are they gonna
evil
whip her? Is she gonna be
designs,
whipped?
and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy
What the
Mother
hell is
Church
going on?
cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
They're whipping her! Are you serious? Oh my gosh. How many lashes is she gonna get? Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh my god, look at her back. Look at this bitch. She's happy about all this. Oh my gosh. How many? Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my god.
Behold, Lucifer has been defeated. Johanka has been freed from his malign influence. Now she will take refuge in the sanctuary of the convent.
What would they have done to her
guided
if
on
she
the
didn't agree to
righteous
stop
path
preaching?
back to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Were they gonna cut off her head?
God be praised.
Holy cow.
Matthias soon recovered from his illness, but when he went to look for Johanka, he found only an empty room.
Where is she?
Although she'd been cleared of the charge of heresy, she had to leave with the Inquisitor to enter a convent and do penance for her sins.
No.
And all that
Really?
Matthias had left of her was a bittersweet memory. God alone knows if either of us will ever see her again.
She's been brought to a convent? God, maybe she oh no. Oh my gosh, okay, and there's Mutt waiting for us patiently. Oh my gosh, I just want to go back and see her room quickly and maybe talk to Matthias. But that was insane. Okay, friends, that was insane. And I'm assuming that was the best case scenario, what just happened. Her getting the lashes? Because I saw something there that, like, they were ready to cut off her head. Holy. But she's gone to a convent and we'll never see her again? Wonder if we can find out what convent she was taken to and go visit. This poor girl. Can we talk to Adela as well? Can we do an update with Adela? I don't think so. Let's just go see if we can talk to Matthias quickly, and then I think we're going to leave things there for today because... Whew! Where's Matthias? He's gone too? What about... Can we talk to Brother Nicodemus for an update? We can ask what he thinks of the trial.
So, Johanka is gone.
Yes, sadly. I'll miss her. But on the other hand, I don't think what awaits her is anything bad. The contemplative life is free of many everyday hardships and woes, and her healing skills will find application elsewhere. You advised her well, Henry. The fact that it all ended well is largely to your credit. It could easily have taken
that was
a very
considered
ugly turn,
it ending well.
Considering the gravity of the charges against her.
Were her visions real? How would he know?
Do you still think the Virgin Mary's visitations were real?
Who can say? Was she really deceived by Lucifer, as the Inquisitor said? I don't think so. I think her visions came from Our Lady, but I suppose we'll never know for sure, and Johanka will have plenty of time in the convent to reflect on her visions.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Goodbye.
Well, I think this is where we're going to leave things for today, friend. That was quite the quest. I am so happy that things ended well for Johanka because she definitely would have lost her life. They were ready to take her life right there, which is insane. I now wonder if maybe she should have ran. I wonder if her life would have been better if she did flee with Henry and went to live on the custodian's estate, because even though he's been an ass this entire time, I do get the sense after this trial that he really, truly did care for her, that he was maybe even really in love with her, and so maybe he would have treated her well. I don't know. Let me know what choices you made if you've done this quest. Let me know if you did flee with Johanka and what happened. Did she actually get away? Does she get caught? I'm really curious. So leave that comment below and let me know. But we are going to leave things here for today, friend. Like always, thank you for spending this time with me today, and I will see you in the next video.